Hello everyone. Welcome to my world. I am the Dancer Life Dancer. Today I wanted to do a little talk in a few minutes, a little subject that I'm sure a lot of you are aware of, and it's been going up and down the bouncing ball these last few months and stuff. This thing about age and being who you are. I want to explain something to my viewers out there. And you want to know something? You know who you are at the medical building? I want you to sit there and listen to this. You won't listen to me when I'm in there. Please sit there and listen to this now, because I know you're listening to it. Age. You know what? Age is in the mind. I found that out, my friends. You can defeat it. I defeated diabetes. And if anybody wants to have proof of that, I'll send them right to the other doctor's office I used to go to. It's written on the paper. I had diabetes. Written on there. I had it. And guess what? I got rid of it. You want to know how I got rid of it? I didn't use pills. I didn't use diet. I didn't use any of this stuff. I did use diet, actually. I used to, I used diet and stuff. But you want to know something? I got rid of it just by not believing in it. I didn't believe in it. The same with the tooth pain. I didn't believe it. I didn't have any medicine. Foot pain. Guess what? I'm supposed to have a bone spur on that foot. I can jump up and down all in one. Because I didn't believe in it. And I got rid of it. The arthritis that they said I'd never get rid of, guess what? It's gone. It's gone. Same with the age. You want to know why so many people grow old? Why so many people wind up in the nursing home? Why so many people sit there and wind up looking at the wall saying, I wish to God I would have listened to that person, because now look at me. I'm sitting here. My life is over. You want to know why that happens? Because you believe it. If you don't believe it, it will not happen. Say that I'm crazy? Say that I'm not right? Say that, oh, you got to be chronologically this and this, and they say you got to be chronologically 40 years old. Who made that up? You're chronologically 40 years old. Who made that up? Exactly who made that up? I don't know. But you want to know something? It's the biggest bunch of hooky I ever heard of in my life. Because I just threw the rules away. As a nonconformist, I just threw the rules away. And guess what? I'm chronologically 17. And guess what? I'll be chronologically 17. I'll be dancing long when these people are old and gray and looking at the wall. Simply because they didn't believe it. Just like you have faith in God. Up there, Jesus in heaven. With Him all things are possible. If you don't have that faith in God, that faith in yourself, that faith to know that you are 17, regardless if these people are trying to tell you you are or not, then guess what? It ain't going to happen. Don't even try. If you don't have that faith, and faith means you have no doubts. There's no doubts there. No doubts that Jesus exists. No doubts that you're 17. If you have any doubts, you will not be 17. Just like you will not. I have no doubts. I have that faith. I have that faith, my friends. I have more than that faith. All these people that are sitting there telling you, you got to be old, you got to dress age appropriate, that's the biggest bump I ever heard in my life. You got to dress age appropriate. Who made that up anyway? Who made that up? I'd like to know. I'd really like to know, because it's a bunch of hooky. I dress teen, I'll always dress teen. What's with this age appropriate stuff? If you dress like an old person, somebody that dresses 50, they're an old person. Let's face it. Us teenagers, and you want to know something? I went out the other night. And it was 35 degrees out there. Everybody else is out there at night. They're wearing coats and hats and all this stuff. And I'm dressed just like you see me right here, right now. Not even bothering me. Yes, there is a secret to it. There is a secret to it. But in order to do that, you have to be young. You have to be able to stand that type of temperature. And young people do. Old people are all cold in coats. That's not me. Now, I'm not against old people. Now, don't you get me wrong, my friends. I like everybody. Not against old people. I'm not against anybody. Don't you get me wrong by saying that. I just ain't never going to be one. I feel sorry for these old people. I feel sorry for my mom that died. Believe in that. I feel sorry for my dad. I feel sorry for the person, and they know who they are, sitting up at the doctor's office, probably listening to me right now, saying, I wish I had the spirit that Susan has. Because I'm mad at her because she's out there doing all this stuff and I can't be there. You can be there. You can be there. If you believe it hard enough, anything's possible. Trust me, I know. Now, the same goes for everybody that's listening to this. If you believe something, you're going to get it. Do you know that? You can make yourself sick. You can make yourself well. Just by believing in it. Just by having that faith. I have the faith. Just like you have faith in Jesus Christ. If you don't have that faith, you sitting there, you doing that little bitty doubt, even that much, guess what? Then you know Jesus is going to help you. You're not going to get what you want because you don't believe it. You have to believe it all the way or don't believe it at all. Same as faith in Jesus, the same with this. If you know that you're 17, you know that you can do this, you don't have to sit there saying, oh, I think I can. You ever heard of these people saying, oh, I'm as old as I feel. You're only as old as you feel. You're only as old as you feel. For me, I feel like I'm 17. You don't want to know what that is? You won't catch me saying that because that's the same thing. That is the same thing as saying, I am old, but I feel like I'm 17. That's a no-no. That ain't going to get you nowhere. You ain't going to be no 17. You're going to be old looking at the wall. That's a life. Ain't never going to do that. I guarantee you. You ever see me old and looking at that wall, you can come and get me and slap me one, too. And that goes for you, too, down at the medical building. If you ever see me old and looking at that dirt wall, you can come and you can slap me both cheeks. And I'll say that you were right. But you want to know something? I will be here doing this long after everybody else has dropped off and looking at the wall. And I've been through it many, many times over. I have seen it so many times. These people that are 3 times younger than I am looking at the wall, old, because they believed it. You don't understand the power of the mind. The power of the mind is stronger than anything. If you believe something hard enough, it happens. With you, if you believe that you can eat cheese, you'll eat cheese. If you believe that anything, if you believe it hard enough, you're going to get it. If you believe you're old, like I've seen so many people do, and believing that, they're sitting there saying, oh, I'm 50 years old, I'm 40 years old, I'm not going to pretend that I'm this and that age. Want to know something? You got it. Congratulations, you got you. You're 40, you're 50, you're 60. Congratulations, you're going to be headed for that wall someday. Going to be looking at it, you're going to be crying, I wish I could do my life over again, because you ain't going to be able to move. You'll be in a wheelchair with a nurse. The nurse will be handing you food. You want to know something? That's never going to happen to me. Want to know why? Because I don't believe it. The same thing that got me rid of my diabetes, I had the faith to know that I was going to get rid of that diabetes. I had the faith to know that tooth pain was going to go away without any medicine. Don't believe it out there? All the people that have Jesus in their heart knows what I'm talking about. You got to have faith. You got to know. You can't sit there and doubt it this much. You doubt it this